Hello and welcome back to Risingstrings Academy. This is week 2 of our 5-week Violin Reset Plan. Last week we refreshed our sound with open strings and 2-octave scales, and today we expand into 3-octave scales, shifting, string crossing, etudes, and to keep our inspiration alive, we'll finish with a beautiful melody by Bach's Minuet No. 2 in G major from Suzuki Book 1. So let's begin together. First, let's start our warm-up with the open strings like we did in week 1. So we play one bow per time. Did you look at your bow when you were playing the long strokes? I want you to do that, and I want you to notice if your bow is parallel to the bridge. That's very, very important. And I also want you to listen to the ringing tones when you play the open strings. So let's play that one more time. And this time I'm also going to put a metronome. So I put the metronome on 60 and I'm going to play 4 beats per bow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's wake up the bow with some open strings variations. So I put the metronome on 60 again, and we are going to play détaché on G string. So follow me here. Take your violin and play on G string. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go to D string, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. We go to A string. 1, 2, 3, 4. We go to E string. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want you to notice when you play on G string and then you go to D, A and E string, how the position of your arm is changing. So look at your arm, should go down for every string. So the position of G is here, D is here, A and E is here. And when I play the détaché, I'm moving my arm from the elbow with very, very small movements. And of course, my fingers. They're like a projection of the elbow. Play this one more time with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, let's try martelé on open strings. Stop the bow between each stroke like you are catching your breath. So I'm going to put the metronome on 60 again, and we're going to do 4 martelé bows on each string. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next, we're going to play with dynamics. So I'm going to put the metronome on 60, and we're going to play 8 beats per bow. 1, 2, 3, 4. And change. Now we do the same on this string. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did you notice how you have to save your bow when you're playing in such a slow tempo? So you really have to think about the distribution of the bow when you play so slow. I'm thinking that I play 4 beats to the middle and then I have 4 beats to the rest, and the same with up bow. So next we are going to play fortissimo, and for that we need to change the bow a little bit more often to sustain the dynamics. So I'm going to play 4 beats down bow and 4 beats up bow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play in fortissimo on open string, you will notice that you have to think about your contact point, where you play on the string. Is it closer to the bridge or closer to the fingerboard, and your pressure, and that's very important, especially when you play open strings. So if you notice that you're getting a scratchy sound, please correct your contact point. These simple exercises will awaken the bow's flexibility and prepare us for more advanced repertoire. Today we're going to play the G major scale in 3 octaves. Last time we played only 2. So I'm going to put the metronome on 60 and we are going to play 4 notes per beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. the fingerings that I'm using. So I'm playing in first position. Until C, and then I'm going up here on A string. So I'm shifting from second to first finger. And here I will go to fourth position with the first finger. So I'm shifting. So I was up bow. And then I continue. And then I'm stretching the fourth finger. And then on the way back, I'm going back with the second finger. Second finger again. So let's practice some shifts. We did shift from first position on A to the third position on A. And that was a little bit more complicated shift for some of you maybe, because you have to shift from the second to first. And that's usually a little bit more difficult than to just play with the same finger, because you are just going up with the same finger. But when you change, you have to shift the fingers somewhere in the middle or more at the end, I would say. So let's try to shift from first finger on A to first finger on A, which is B to D. Sounds like this. Your first finger needs to be very relaxed when you go between the positions. So first I'm pressing down, but then I relax and then press down again when I am close to the third position. So it sounds like this. Now I'm pressing, then I'm releasing. And then just before I play the D, I'm pressing again. So press, release, press again, press, release, press again. So you can practice this a couple of times, and then when you feel confident, we can add the second finger. That's a little bit more advanced, changing with two different fingers. So we start with B on A string. So we do exactly the same movement, but instead of continuing with first finger, we are adding the second. It's the same technique. So we try this. Many teachers told me that I should go with both fingers back, which I do now, but in reality, when I play piece of music, I may just drop one of the fingers and just continue with one. But here for you, I continue with both down. So I was here, and then I have first and second finger here. So I continue with both down, and then in the last moment I'm releasing the second. So it looks like this. So up, and then down. And now let's position our hand on third position. So first finger on E string in third position. And here we have to change to first finger. So second, first. This is the opposite of what we did on A string. So we play second and down. Did you get that one? So I'm playing second here, go up first, and then I'll continue now, so and stretch. Now we go down. And this time it's other bowings. So now we are going to play all of it together. So grab your violin. Now I'm going to put the metronome on 68 and we are going to play the whole scale, 4 notes per bow. One, two, three, four. So with this scale today, we practice both intonation, shifting from first to third position, and also string crossing. And the goal here is to travel smooth, without tension, prepare the new note before the bow arrives. Now, let's return to Kreutzer number 2. It looks like just a line of notes, but it's actually about left-hand clarity, clear finger action as well, and no collapsing joints. We're going to look at bow control, détaché, and smooth string crossing. Think of it as a laboratory for precision. Every bar is a chance to refine your fundamentals. So take your violin and play the first 8 bars with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we are going to expand and play martelé, but now I'm going to put the metronome on 54. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here I wanted to think about the coordination between the left and the right hands. Also wanted to think about your intonation and about the left hand clarity, like I mentioned before. I wanted to have your fingers lifting up from the joints and kind of playing like a hammers on the strings so that you hear every note very, very clean and clear. Or it's almost like you hear this sound. on your violin because you hammer your fingers on the strings. So you hear it like this. So this is going to challenge your coordination, is going to improve your finger independence and sharpen your intonation. So practice 4 to 8 bars every day of this etude, and you can of course always look at the rhythmic variations in the beginning of the etude. So I recommend that you stay with détaché and martelé first, and if you absolutely want to try the other ones, maybe try first, second and third. That would be absolutely enough for 1 week. And now for our musical piece. I wanted to choose something lyrical but not fast, and that has the element of our musical context. So I chose the Minuet in G major from Suzuki's book number 1. And this piece uses détaché and light martelé exercises. It also has a string crossing that feels very much like a Kreutzer Etude that we played previously. So I'm going to put the metronome on 60, and we are just going to play the string crossing with the open strings. So take your violin and play with me. I'm going to put the piece in the link below so you can have it in case you don't have Suzuki's Book 1. Okay, so now we are going to play as it says in the music, which is that's the first 2 bars. And I'm going to put the metronome again on 60 so we can play together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at your elbow as you change the string. So it needs to go down with the elbow and up with your hand. So down with elbow and up with your hand. Let's try that one more time with the metronome. Continue a little bit more. And then the same. And then for the B part, we are going to play exactly as it says in the music. We're going to play piano. So do the variations in the music, as it's quite easy for most of you. Try to do the dynamics that it says in the music. That's a very good training for you. So now we're going to play the B part, which starts from bar 17. One, two, three, four. When you know the music and you feel confident with the dynamics, you can also add some vibrato at the quarter notes, which are repeating quite often. It's these ones. Second part, if you want to do so try to do vibrato on the long notes and just train the dynamics here. Of course, string crossing, it's also a very important part here, and your intonation. So you have a lot to think about. So we practice this in 60. If you feel that this is too slow, you can increase the tempo when you know the music well. Excellent work today! In week 2, we expand our bowing to martelé and we practice a little bit more of the détaché. We practice smooth shifts, string crossing, Kreutzer Etude, and then we also played Bach's Minuet No in G major from Suzuki Book 1, which I'm going to post in the description below. Next week we'll go deeper into more advanced scales, arpeggios and double stops, and continue with Kreutzer Etude. Maybe we'll continue with Bach. Please let me know if you want me to play Bach again next week, or do you prefer me to choose another piece of music if that was too easy or too difficult. Thank you for playing with me today and keep practicing. See you next week.